Hey guys, FrankieGisMe here with my first how-to video. Today I'm going to show you how to upgrade the RAM on your MacBook Pro to something better than it currently has. Unfortunately for my bank account, I already upgraded my MacBook Pro to 8GB of RAM. The lesson here is don't be cheap. Get two 8GB RAM cards to total 16GB of RAM. I think you know where I'm going with this. So, intro to Crucial, who offers a 16GB RAM kit specifically for Mac that will help maximize the performance of your MacBook Pro. So that's what I got. To be safe, I also got an anti-static wristband to avoid shocking the internals of my Mac. Ironically, the Apple website says, and I quote,
"Touch a metal surface inside the computer to discharge any static electricity from your body."
However, this was only $5 on Amazon and just slips over your wrist. Then simply clip this end to the metal surface of your Mac and voila. Now that your Mac is safe, you'll need some tools. What I'm going to use is a handy toolkit I actually found at Home Depot. If you're like me, I'm sure you would have never guessed to find this at Home Depot. It's like they knew I was coming and added it to the shelves or something. The best part is that it has a ton of bits, including Torx bits. The screwdriver it comes with is surprisingly nice and includes a hex-shaped fingertip swivel that helps apply greater pressure. For those of you that don't want to spend money on a toolkit like this, all you need is a small head Phillips screwdriver. For me, I grabbed the Phillips bit from the kit. A few weeks ago, I installed a Crucial 1TB solid-state hard drive and used the T6 Torx bit that's also in this kit. So with that being said, I guess the $6 it did cost me was well worth it since I did use it a few times already. Moving on, flip your Mac over and you will see that there are 10 screws, 4 in the back, these 4 in the front, and 2 more in the middle. I'll start in the corner and work my way around. I like to place each of the screws near the hole that they came from because there are different length screws like the ones near the fan. Once all the screws are removed, lift the edge of the back plate that is closest to the fan. Now that that's off, you can see all the hardware inside of your Mac. Next, I need to connect my anti-static wristband to my Mac. The easiest thing to connect it to is the metal unibody case. Oh, so I forgot to mention that when you open an electronic device like your laptop, you void the warranty. That fact may or may not be important to you, but it's definitely important to know before attempting to be your own tech. So, if you still are interested in performing this task, there's just a few more steps before you can swap the RAM. What I'm going to do is disconnect the battery cable, just as added insurance. If you have a plastic pry tool, it definitely makes this step a lot easier. It's very important that you avoid touching anything that is unnecessary for you to touch. By doing so, you'll limit the possibility of shocking your Mac. I just like to bend back the battery cable a little to stop it from reconnecting. It's not the biggest deal in the world if it does reconnect, but let's just not let that happen. Electronics are pretty fragile and that's why it voids the warranty if you open it. So if we look here, you actually have the RAM cards and all you got to do is pull the little tabs back a little and they actually pop up. Once they do that, you can grab it and pull it right out, and that's how you pull out the RAM card. So we'll do the exact same thing to the next one, just pry it apart and it should lift up. Probably a little bit more if it doesn't, and then it pulls right out. Now we have both of the 4GB RAM cards out that equaled the total of 8GB. What we're going to do now is open up my 16GB kit, which is going to be two 8GB RAM cards. Now these are pretty delicate, just like any other electronics that you touch, so you want to try to avoid touching them as much as possible, of course. There is going to be some kind of touching involved. I don't mean that the way that it sounds, but be careful with it. Don't throw it like I did. And it actually fits right back in the same spot that it goes. Of course, you want to do the bottom one first because otherwise you won't be able to put in the other one. Okay, so bad thing happened. My memory card actually got full while I was recording. And of course, if you have your computer apart, it's kind of hard to empty out the memory card. So what I did do was I did finish adding the 16GB of RAM, and I will show you, if you can see, we have here our Apple. We'll click on that, click on About This Mac, not sure if you can see that, And right over here it says memory, and then we have two 8 gigabytes of RAM. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to more random videos by me. Also, check out my latest video at the Dip Artist by clicking on that video right there. Thanks for watching, and you will definitely see me in the next one.